So at the outset, the President of the United States is the last person in the world who could want for a platform. But recall that free speech isn't speech free from consequences. It means speech free from government consequences. And here it's a government speaker who is the actor. So when digital services take content offline that they regard as inciting violence and thereby violating their terms of service, they're exercising their own speech rights in saying, we don't want our users and the public at large to be affected by this content, which violates our policies and arguably the law. Digital services have taken action against the inflammatory rhetoric in the past, particularly when it violated their policies against misleading the users or otherwise creating content that was inconsistent with what the president, as a user of the service, had committed to abide by. There's a very deep policy conversation we can have about how deep into the technological stack content moderation policies like these should be implemented. But I don't think there's any question that if you make a commitment to abide by certain rules when you enter into a contract, that the other party can say, hey, you've breached that commitment and terminate the service. And so that includes an internet user. It also includes an app that allows its users to incite violence or otherwise engage in behavior they committed not to. Section 230 is a legal protection that Congress enacted to ensure that digital media services had the flexibility and the legal certainty to moderate actions, users, and behavior on their services to protect other users and the public at large from all kinds of misconduct. Section 230 protects decisions to take down content so that services aren't sued by bad actors who get kicked off the platform. And it also protects services from suit when they decide to leave content up to ensure that controversial but lawful speech isn't heckled offline by abuse of the legal process. There's no question that we're going to have a long conversation about how Section 230 and other policies enable digital services to mediate and moderate internet behavior and content. And there's no question that digital services have more work to do to ensure that their products safeguard the trust and safety of their users and the broader public. I think, unfortunately, some of this conversation is a disingenuous effort to work the refs to achieve parochial political goals. But there is a legitimate conversation to have about when and how aggressively services should moderate.